Hello! Today's featured friend is Mommies of the Rainbow. And you can see why Mommies of the Rainbow has this name. So, I did make a little board of ideas. So, yeah, it reminds me of I like to plan and host events and get-togethers and connect people, and I feel like it flows and just really naturally for me to do that. Something I really enjoy. So yeah, it reminds me of when I get really excited when I know I'm gonna plan like this holiday party or something, and I start making a list on my phone of different ideas for food, games, invite lists, and it's so much fun. I have so much fun doing it. So, which reminds me of a story from when I was in third grade, and I remember one of my favorite things was when we would celebrate friends' birthdays, and and I loved that, and I loved I love the fact that for the afternoon there'd be like a big chunk where we weren't doing school stuff, and we were doing like fun stuff, and I remember just having so much fun, celebrating the birthday, and so I loved like making people feel good, making people happy, celebrating people. And so I remember being in third grade. I was like 8 years old at the time. And I remember getting the whole class together and the teacher assistant. And I believe his name was Matt. And I remember planning this surprise party for our teacher, and her name was Mrs. Mars, and I still remember her name and what she looked like and stuff. And I remember I got the whole class in on it and got the teacher assistant to come in and let us in during recess so we can set up this huge surprise party for our teacher. And I remember my mom taking me to Kmart and picking out a book for her. And I remember the name of the book too. It's called My Sweet Adriana. and I remember that name of the book because there was a girl that was in our class from Italy that she was only there for like a year. And then I think she ended up moving back to Italy at the end of the year or something. But I remember her name was Antariana, and that book reminded me of her name. But yeah, so I remember getting that book, and I have no idea what the book is about. So I should probably look up the book and see what the book's about. But I just remember grabbing that book based on the name, reminding me of my friend's name. So yeah, I remember I bought that. We got that book for Mrs. Mars, and I remember having the class come in during recess, and we took those color construction paper and I was showing people how to fold little boxes where you can put in like chips and popcorn, and you can fold out of any type of rectangle paper, like computer paper. As long as it's not like a square, if it's a rectangle, you can fold it to where you don't need tape or staples, and you can use it as a bowl. And I've used it many times, even in the present day. I still use those quick fold paper. So maybe I'll do a little tutorial on it and show you guys how it's done. But yeah, so yeah, we got I remember people brought in treats, chips, and people brought in gifts for her. They wanted gifts for her, and I remember we were all in there at recess, setting it up for her. We took construction paper and we made those. I think if people remember, like cut it into little strips and then fold it into little circles, and then like they linked together and like made these like color streamers for her and decorated. And I remember at the end of recess, she came in and we're like, surprise! And she was like, what's this for? And we're like, it's your surprise birthday party. And then she's like, it's not even my birthday. And then I remember the TA, and I think he was like a high school student. He goes, everyone deserves a birthday. And I just remembered, like, I had no idea when her birthday was. Like we could have been like celebrating this in March and her birthday could have been December, or for all I know, I had zero clue when her birthday was, but I was just really excited about the idea of throwing a surprise birthday party for her. So fast forward even to present day, I am the person that is like all about throwing surprise parties for people, planning gatherings, like any little excuse that I can have to or you know, like just any excuse that I can have to make, or just to gather people together and to just to connect people and to celebrate and to you know, just have fun and enjoy life together. And you know, to me it's so much fun and I really enjoy doing it. And you know, I find a lot of joy in connecting people. Like I love seeing people happy. I love seeing people smile. I love it when you know, you just see a lightness to people, and it sincerely brings me joy. Like it's like for me fulfilling in my heart. And so and my son just brought another friend over, so I'll introduce our second friend, and this is Mochi Bun Bun. Mochi Bun Bun is a bunny, and we actually have two live bunnies that I should probably introduce on this channel too, and their names are Peanut and Bun. So yeah, so anyways, my little list that I made for ideas, which I actually spent most of this video telling the story about the surprise party for Mrs. Mars, but yeah, so it just reminds me of like, you know, like I you know, before the event happens, you know, whether it's a surprise party or, you know, for me it's like holiday parties, Thanksgiving, you know, Christmas, whatever it is, birthday parties, just for fun, summer gatherings, like whatever it is, you know, like and sometimes it is just for fun. Hey, let's get together, have fun. Like I just love to boost morale and you know, like raise spirits, raise vibrations. I love that. And yeah, and just build community, you know, just connect, heartfelt connections. That is my my passion. In just seeing people happy. You know, I really love that. And it's genuine and sincere. So, but yeah, so I make my little list for the parties, and so, you know, I was like, you know what, I planned that. Like it's something I do when I make the lists for the parties. So I made my little lists for today because I was like, you know, when I filmed my other videos, I just was freestyling, and I kind of got stumped. Like, what do I talk about? And yeah, so I was like, maybe if I kind of have a little bit of preparation. I purposely wanted to freestyle those ones though, just to kind of, I don't know, just to see what it would be like. I wanted to, I don't know, it was like, it was intentional, you know. So yeah, so I did that intentionally. And made me realize that, like a lot of respect for like people, like people, rappers who can freestyle raps. Like, wow, how do you come up with things so quickly in your head and be able to like rhyme and make it sound good? Like, seriously. Like, I know there's some times where my son and I are joking around and we like try to like bust out like these like flows and freestyle, and sometimes I get some words that rhyme and it just doesn't sound, I need more practice. But yeah, so anyways, on my board on the top, I put success is me, for me. And, every day I'm reminding myself you're trying and success is in the trying. So I'm very proud of myself and, continuing to tell myself that. And I sincerely am proud of myself. So yeah. And, on my list of different ideas to talk about, one of them was feeling so deeply and like, or caring, caring and feeling so deeply. And one of the things that I notice is that like when I'm like driving the car with someone or I'm having a conversation with someone, I'm just hanging out with someone, and they're kind of just, like going off about their day or random stuff, and I feel sometimes like people are just like, oh, and they'll just jump from topic to subject to subject or just random topics, and I think, I feel like sometimes like people will just like speak, and then like once they speak it, it's just kind of like for them it releases from their brain. And for me, for someone who is like, I want to say like I just that like feels deeply, I feel like sometimes like that it, things that they say that has like that like energetic weight, for me it lingers. Like I still feel it like later that day or the next day, or and I'm still like analyzing it or reflecting on it and like processing it, and I can like feel like the emotion like deeply, and it goes with joy. It's also with joy as well, so like it's like, I feel deeply, for the joy and the gratitude, absolutely. But also, when I also feel when, someone is telling a story that is, that would make me sad, and so I feel that, because it's like I feel, and if they're telling me a story about themselves or someone else or something, and I feel so deeply, like I just care so deeply, and so I just feel like sometimes like I feel like I need I feel like I need to like decompress or like constantly like clear my energy, or like, because I feel that weight sometimes after conversations or interactions. And so and I just remind myself, I'm like, well, they're trusting me to be, they're being vulnerable and trusting me, in having this conversation. So I appreciate that, but I don't know if I feel like sometimes like I feel like sometimes when I'm having a conversation with someone that they're just talking, like they're just speaking, and for me it's the feeling, the energy, like I can really feel the energy, and I don't know if if for the person that I just had that conversation with, like I don't know if they are just speaking, and then they go on with their day, and then that's it. Like, it's ejected from their, because it was just like, oh, did you hear about da 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 or something, and then like whatever that is, it like it I like, my empathy is like, I really have deep empathy, and so it's like, I'm like, I don't know if if some people realize, like, when they speak, like that what their words are saying is or how it affects people, and so for me, it's like, I'm really trying to be aware and conscious of like, how my words could be impactful, and to blank with loving awareness. So, like, communication with loving awareness is love with loving awareness, whatever it is with loving awareness. And so, and also remembering to give that for myself too. So remembering how we speak to ourselves, our inner dialogue, like our inner conversations that we have with ourselves, that is also with loving awareness as well. So that's really, really, really important. And I noticed that, when I'm able to, like, when, I made that shift, and, I'm aware of it, that I can feel like such a big difference. And I still have moments, like, I've still, like, recently, had moments where I was, just like that, I can be hard on myself. And so, but, now that I'm more present and aware, I'm able to, like, kind of snap out of it and, like, turn it around and be like, you're trying, I'm proud of you. So, Peanut, come here. Peanut's here. Come here, Peanut. Are you gonna come over here? Are you gonna come here? Okay. Well, if Peanut comes over here, I'll introduce him. Hi, Nut. Come here, honey. You wanna come over here? You little bit. I gotcha. We have another one. Oh, okay. Okay. So that was Peanut. We have another one, Bun, that's running around too. So if she comes close, I'll introduce her as well. So yeah. So I realized that I realized that I've always had like deep carrying deep emotions, even when I was younger. And I feel like there was a period, like a chunk, where I would try to what's the best word to say? Like, I don't know if the word would be to suppress or escape, or I don't know, like, but it was just I realize now, though, like I feel like, it's a blessing, it's because I love so deeply, and I love so deeply and care so deeply, and that is really the core of it, the very, very core of it. And I have to remind myself sometimes, like, okay, you don't need to feel the weight of the world. I know that, I care, and just throwing. Here's another another friend. I don't need to feel the weight of the world, and sometimes I feel like I get into that mode, and so I'm like, it's okay, be light, have fun, and I'm proud of myself, and I just want to let you know, whoever's watching. And I saw that I have 1 subscriber, and I want to say thank you so much. I noticed it early this morning, and like I know your name because it was emailed to me, but I don't personally haven't personally met you yet, but I want to say thank you so much. It means so much to me. I literally was like crying, like, oh my gosh, someone else like believes in me. There's someone else that's rooting for me. I haven't really told much people about this channel. Hi Hayden, you're in. But yeah, so I haven't told much people about this channel, and so it's fresh, and yeah, I'm gonna have fun with it. And speaking just about a lot of stuff about feelings and life and stuff for these first few videos. I want to do some fun content and have fun and just but just do all of it because but yeah, let's get to know each other and build this community. And yeah, so anyways, thank you so much. Have a blessed day, night, afternoon, morning. Thank you so much.